Welcome back, everybody, to Refle's anime reviews and discussions. I am Refle. Did I say Refle or did I say Refle? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? So I'm back for another. This one's a review, basically, slash a discussion. That's why I include both, because sometimes I discuss more than I actually review the show. Last time, what did I do last time? I did Plastic Memories. Yeah, that was a good show. So this time, I'm doing a show that was from 2013. So, yeah, a while ago. And I don't think I watched it in 2013. I think I watched it early 2014. It's one of the shows that kind of got me back into anime. But it's Attack on Titan. Now, as far as new animes go, and I guess I don't even know how to say it, new properties or just a new thing. Attack on Titan is pretty big. It's fairly well known, I think, as far as animes go. I mean, it's not on the level of Dragon Ball Z or Cowboy Bebop, but it's kind of like on that second, third tier of where people have heard of the name, because it's very popular and it's kind of very divisive, if that's the right word. Yeah, so let's get to the summary of the show. So the show centers around kind of this post-apocalyptic world set hundreds of years after the apocalypse or whatever. I guess we don't even know what the apocalypse is in it. But humans, there's not many of them, and whatever are left are kind of in cities. And how the show is there's like multiple rings to the city, and the closer you are to the center is the more, rich and wealthy and powerful people. And the farther you go, the more dispensable you are. But they hide in these cities because there is gigantic titans that go around eating people, and they're pretty much unstoppable, and humans pretty much don't have a way to get rid of them. That's effective, you could say. So they hide in these giant cities with walls that are at least 50 meters tall, probably more. Probably like 300 meters tall or something like that. Not 300, maybe not. Like 100 meters tall or something like that. But the characters in the story are Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, and Armin Arlett. So Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. Eren is kind of the main focus in season 1. And there's only one season out at the moment. And Mikasa is his adopted sister, who, like it says, he's adopted. And they have like a weird relationship, because I think she likes him more than a sister. It's kind of weird, but they're adopted, so it makes sense. And or I guess maybe it doesn't make sense, but I guess you could get away with it. And Armin is their best friend. But the show has a great beginning. You kind of just see Eren and Mikasa and Armin as kids, and you're just kind of going through this peaceful little, I guess, town or city. And next thing you know, a flash of lightning happens, and a gigantic titan, I think it's later called a colossal titan, breaks down the gate and lets in a whole bunch of titans, and they start eating the hell out of people. And it's pretty dramatic. And that's where things kind of unfold, because after that day, they kind of have to abandon that ring of the city, and they go deeper in, and from that day on, they don't really go back to that place because it's filled with Titans. But Eren, Mikasa, and Armin decide to join the, what's it called again? The military unit. It's part. What's the part? Which part are they in? What is it called? It says Survey Corps, but that doesn't seem right. Well, they joined one wing of the military. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't watched the show since 2014. So it's been a while. And they go through all the training and everything. And Mikasa's like like an ace basically. She's like one of the best soldiers they've had in recent years. Eren, not so much, but he has the heart, they say. And Armin's just kind of the brains guy who knows what to do, but doesn't have the physical ability. So after that, they kind of get thrown into kind of stopping this Titans. And the only way to stop a Titan is to cut a chunk out of its neck, and it will die and dissolve. And I'll kind of just wrap up the summary there. But throughout the season, I mean, things like, the thing about the show is the first like half of season 1 is really, I think it's pretty great. Like, it's really, really well done and intense. And there's things that happen, you're like, wow, I did not expect that to happen. But then the second half, I feel like it's just kind of average. It just kind of drops down after that. Still, I mean, it's just average compared to the first half, which I think is really, really great. But I think there's 26 episodes in season 1, and for the most part, the last half is, I mean, I don't think it's all that great, but there is some good moments in the second half. But the first half really grabs you, and it kind of makes you finish the rest of the show, or the season. But just, these Titans are really creepy looking. They're basically humans, just without skin, and they're like at least 9 meters tall. And they range to well over that. The Colossal Titan, I think, is bigger than the Wall. And like, there's different variations. This the branch of the military that we're in kind of like uses this machine that lets you kind of grapple around and fly, basically. It's pretty cool. It doesn't make any sense how they have a technology or how you can control it, but it's really cool. And they use swords to basically get the chunk out of their neck and kill the Titans. And still then, a lot of people die in this show. The Titans are not easy to kill. Like, anybody can die from a Titan. Anybody. And just taking down a Titan is a feat in itself. And there's hundreds upon hundreds of them. So it's very difficult. But throughout the season, you kind of get introduced to kind of the higher ups. And, the higher ups and the kind of like the best or star players in the military that are kind of really well known for being able to take down Titans. Yeah, I mean, I really can't get into much without spoiling anything. I mean, there's a few twists and stuff like that. That's very cool. I mean, the characters, I think, are pretty well done. The fight scenes are cool. It has good music, pretty epic music also. You gotta have epic music for epic fights, and it does have that. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Yeah, I mean, season one's just kind of solid. It does leave you off with kind of some questions still. Actually, it leaves you off with quite a few questions. And supposedly, season 2 is coming out in 2016. I'm guessing spring or winter. So I'll be watching that. The show, I guess, to just sum up my review, this show, I'd give it a. Oh, this is kind of tough. I'd give it a. I'd give it the first half like a 9 out of 10, and I'd give like the second half like a 7.5 out of 10. So I'll go in between that. I'll give it like a 8.25 out of 10. So it's a very good. It's a good show. You should watch it. It's even though it's like one of those popular animes that everybody hates now. But I feel like it doesn't deserve a lot of its hate. It might be a very overhyped anime in some regards, but still a very well done anime, an interesting setting that you don't see. I haven't seen before, and it's just, it's gonna be a fun time to watch it. Basically they have spin-offs for everything. There's tons of live action ones. There's actually a spin-off they just announced where they're in high school and with the Titans. It's just really dumb. Like I said, there's a lot of hate for the show. I'm not one of those who hates it. I can understand why some people might hate it, but it's still, I think, a good show that is worth watching if you want to kind of see a kind of a dark show. Yeah, it is. I think both the English dub and both the English dub and the Japanese version, I think both the voice acting's fine. So that should wrap it up. So Attack on Titan season 1, it's a good show. I would recommend checking it out if you have the time. Season 2, like I said, is next year most likely, and it feels like it's been a while since it feels like it's been too long until the next season. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be watching. You can expect a review of it most likely. But I'll wrap it up. So next time I will be reviewing No Game No Life. I promised I would have it done a few weeks ago, but I've been on vacation and I've been kind of busy. So I haven't gotten to it. I think I'm at episode 5 right now, so I'm going to try to just marathon it at some point and review it, so I can get so I can review what somebody requested. I can't remember your name, but that is next time. But I want to thank you for watching, and feel free in the comments below to suggest suggest animes to discuss or review, and I'll try to either do it if I've already watched it, or watch the show and see what it's like and review it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.